Welcome back to part two. Unfortunately, I was in Barbados, which I visit, more than once a year apparently. And I didn't get to tell you guys my favorite part of the trip was on the bayou with Helen, where I got to be her chauffeur until the very end. It was beautiful, and I played my part, and I was really glad that we won, obviously. So you're back for part two. If you haven't listened to part one, go on back to part one and have a check out of that, or just continue, whatever you want to do. Grab a snack and buckle up because here we go.
Yeah, which was still just mid.
Yeah, I got a grilled cheese sandwich and soup, right?
Hey, that was the
Yeah.
place I had to wait for my sandwich. You all were finished eating, and I was still
Yeah,
waiting.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
around us that came in after us was getting
At no
served.
right.
point during this vacation did we all get to eat together.
At the
Like,
same
Yeah.
Did they ever mess up my food? I don't think so. Did they?
Oh, they
Besides
knew
my
better.
Starbucks, I don't think they did. But yeah, the food there was also mid. The drinks were nice. Juanita had the best drink.
Yeah, they were cute.
Hers changed
yeah,
colors, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Or was it on
yeah.
fire? Or was that Betty's?
No,
It was like vampire blood, right? And they came out in a, wasn't there supposed to be a drink in a blood bag and they didn't
They've
get
Yeah,
had
the table
that.
behind the
Yeah.
table beside us. You got the blood bag. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's gonna have to be a thing on the trip. You got the drink that changed color. I got the production of the soup when we were in
Oh yeah,
Oh
that
yeah.
was cool.
wherever we were.
Yeah.
So
Harmony.
next trip, somebody will have to order something else magical.
Fancy.
Then we'll get
Yeah.
something at the ice bar in Russia or Iceland or Norway.
We'll have
But
to
yeah,
order
so
a
after we
meal
had
order
our
that comes with a show. That's
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
So I
yeah.
think we did the pharmacy museum after that and
Yeah.
Yeah.
couple of other things, then drove back, got ready, and took an Uber back into town for the tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it
Wait,
was
no, that you guys stayed out there,
that
right?
day because I remember we were all in the courtyard at the pharmacy museum
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
like sweat coming off in
Yeah.
buckets. It was so hot.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
hated that place. I ended up getting really like energetically sick from all of the like activity in there. Like I was just feeling fucking horrible being in there. I was like, I need to get the fuck out of this building. But then these hoes still wanted to go shopping, voodoo shops. And I was like, I just wanted to like lay down. And so that's when Betty and I left to go rest for a minute. And these ladies stayed out there. Where did you guys go?
We just kind of went walking around. We went into the several different voodoo shops. Narcy made friends with a chicken.
Yeah.
Um,
It was cute.
um, we performed with a street performer. I
Oh,
can't
the
remember.
top hat extravaganza, right?
Oh God.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
oh
top
yeah.
hat.
Cody wanted a top hat.
Cody wanted a
Yeah.
top hat, and so
See,
we
this
ended
was
up.
the vampire tour day. That was the vampire tour
No.
day. Yeah, because I carried
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
cemetery
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
we had gone to the
Oh,
we did that.
that was Sunday then.
Yeah, we did the
Okay.
ghost tour the
That
night
night.
we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
had the car
yeah.
downtown because
Well,
we
October
started.
3rd. I'm looking at the pictures. They're all in order. You had it right up to the pharmacy, and then Madge and I left. That's the night we had the Thai food, right?
Yeah, that's the best thing we ate in New Orleans was that Thai food that we got
Yeah.
from Uber Eats. It was so good. It was the best thing I ever had.
It was
It was
fresh.
delicious and like I needed to lay down and take a shower because again, so fucking sticky all the fucking time. You need 2 showers a day. And I was like, let me just rest so I can get better because we had our ghost tour that night and we had to go back down. But it wasn't until like I think 7 or 8 o'clock and they were still out there doing. Oh, you guys went to the Sassy Magic store,
Yeah,
Yeah.
little
yeah.
bags.
We
Well, we
just
were eating
checked
delicious Thai
out.
food.
Yeah.
And like Betty yelled at me because she's like, were you in my room? Were you saying my name? And I was like, no. Remember?
Bro.
Remember?
Yes. And
And
no,
so
it was
so-
I
and
thought
went
it
to
was
wake her up.
Helen.
She's like, you wake
And
me up.
Helen
Oh, that
weren't
was the next
there.
day. Yeah.
Oh, that was the next day that happened. I don't know. So many freaky things happened to me in that
Mhm.
room. I don't even remember.
Because you
That was
guys
the day
went
that you
back
thought someone,
twice.
yeah. Because I said, Betty, Betty. And then, because I was like staying far away, so I didn't want to touch her because she was like sleeping all curled up weird. She's like, did you come in here earlier and say my name? I was like, no, why? And she's like, I heard someone say, Betty, Betty. I was like, no, I just came in here right now. Remember?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then after they said Betty, Betty, I heard them say something like, "Oh, I think she's still sleeping."
Yeah, yeah,
And I
you
was
said
just
that. Yeah.
like, "What the hell?" And then like 2 seconds later, it was her, and I'm just like, "Were you just?" But I knew it wasn't her because it was a different voice that said it before that. But
Yeah.
it was just creepy.
And then we got an Uber and we headed down to meet up with you guys.
For the haunted tour that we'd already taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all excited to do this tour. And then we quickly were disillusioned.
Oh, yeah. So crazy. To the point to where, we meet up over by the riverboat and everybody, the group's there and he goes through his little spiel. And he's like, let's walk over here so we can start our tour in the exact same fucking parking spot that we had been parked in
Yeah.
all
The
day.
star space. We're like, whoa.
Yeah.
We're like, wow, we just parked here earlier today.
Well, we walked by the restaurant first and it's like, we're going to talk about this and, later. We're like,
Because
oh,
we're
we
like,
ate there
oh,
yesterday.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
forgot about those people getting getting their car towed when we were
Oh, yeah. Had the drunk guy.
yeah.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
He had the boot on his car and he's trying to get it off, oh, why that's on. Okay, good.
And he was so drunk. So drunk.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, so we go on this tour and we start off in this parking space, like where we had started our day earlier before.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we've been to this restaurant. Oh, this is our parking spot, this exact one. He's like, you guys are going to take over the tour. These ladies are going to take over.
We're like, hee
We
hee hee
could
hee hee.
Hee hee.
And then he walks us over to Creole cookery.
Well, yeah. So then we started talking about the fountain.
Mhm.
Yes, this very influential fountain. And somebody else is gonna have to give the folklore behind it because I'll fuck that all up.
It was basically I forget the guy's name. Shit. He said it was it like a Peter? I don't know. But basically this guy owned, was it a pharmacy? No, I'm sorry. He owned a coffee shop with his wife, but they wanted to expand. So they like kept expanding, making it bigger, selling more things, and it turned into a restaurant. And above their business, there's all houses, and they housed people. Like they were also like landlords of all these people. They owned pretty much like this whole area. And the picture I have, you can see like the balconies. So where we sat in the courtyard, where you could see like the balconies where the people used to hang out and they used to play music, blah blah blah. But anyway, this guy who owned the coffee shop with his wife was like they were back then and cheating on his wife. He had a mistress, and his mistress basically tried killing his wife by poisoning her, but he was the one picking up the medicine, but he didn't know that it was poison. So one day when he went to go pick up the medicine, he's like, doctor, like, what are you giving my wife? She's just getting worse. She's getting worse. She's not getting any better. He's like, what do you mean? We've been giving her the same thing. And he ended up telling him, like, oh, whatever his mistress's name was, we'll call her Denise. We'll be like, oh, Denise. Denise came in and said, this is what you wanted. You wanted to poison your wife. And this is, basically she won't know because it's a slow acting thing. And he's like, no. And he's like all distraught. Like he can't believe like his mistress did this. And he feels all types of ways. And he's like, I can't believe I'm killing my wife. And he goes home to like confess to her. And he's sitting on the balcony, like dangling his legs over, like crying and blah, blah, blah. And his wife comes home and he tells his wife, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know, but tells her how he's been cheating on her with his mistress and he didn't know that she was doing this. So what does the wife do? She kicks him right off the balcony. And where the fountain is, where we were eating, that used to be a well. And what used to happen is because back in the day they used to die of what, like bubonic plague and the what's the yellow fever, like all those diseases that they used to die of back in the, what is it, 1800s? I don't know. They used to put them down. They used to put the bodies down in the well, and he said that people used to jump off the building sometimes. Yeah, they get like delirious and crazy, so they couldn't take it no more, and it really hurts. He said it would like burn and stuff, so they used to just jump off the balconies to their death. So that restaurant that I was so fascinated with, that fountain, it was a bunch of dead bodies underneath it, which is crazy to me. And what he said is that a lot of couples, when they go to that restaurant to eat, all of a sudden they'll stop bickering and fighting. It's kind of like picking up that energy from the man who owned it and his wife. And that's kind of like what happened with Narcy, with that man. When he said that to our waitress, she got all mother bear on him and was like ready to kill him. And that's that kind of energy. So like, it's very what's the word I'm looking for? Like you can feel it. Like the energy is very heavy there. And it's just crazy, the history, because once we learn the history, we're like, oh my God, this explains that. And this explains this, because we didn't know why we were feeling the way we were feeling, why we were there. We just knew there was like something, but I don't know like the names, the dates, but that's the logistics of it pretty much.
Yes. Good job.
Thanks.
And I think there was also like other people that ended up committing murders there too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it just kept happening and it getting more intense each time. And we're like, oh, cool. And then I think was it Juanita or was it Helen that said, wouldn't that be weird if we went to like every place we've already been to?
Next stop, Pharmacy Museum.
We're like, whoa, we were just here hours ago.
But it was cool. He didn't like take us.
I am glad that we did go, because he did give a lot of like the background stuff. So, I mean, we wouldn't have known all of that stuff if we wouldn't have gone. It's like we had a premonition. These are the places that you need to know more about.
We went there. We went to
Muriel's.
Muriel's. We're like, oh, that was like literally every place that we chose to go on our own was a part of this tour, down to the parking spot.
Yeah.
And there was another story he told us, and was it the house that they that Nicolas Cage owned for a while, the one that they did
that's
the coven?
Marie Laveau. I'm sorry, not Marie Laveau. What's her name?
The crazy bitch.
Lalaurie Mansion.
Yeah. Was that the same one that he said the guy went crazy and burnt down all the houses? Remember there was like a whole block?
Yeah, I think that was different.
That was different, right?
Different psycho.
There was just so much history, because there was
so much tragedy just like packed into such a tiny, because I mean when you're down there, everything feels big. Like there's just so much crammed in such a small area.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so much history and so many horrific stories, and it's just a lot to deal with. Like the energy down there is like nothing I have felt ever anywhere. But it's not all bad either. I mean, parts of it feel very vibrant and very alive, and it's beautiful. But I mean, when you're sitting there and we're going through this tour and he's telling us the history of all of these things that have happened there, you're like, who the fuck would want to live here?
And then as we're walking through Jackson Square on that tour past Pirates Alley, Madge looks down. It's like, is that blood? There's a big pile of blood.
We were trekking to get Juanita and Narcy a glass of absinthe.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we had to go to Pirate Alley, and then we're like walking around, and I'm like, is that blood? And then someone's like, no, that's not blood. It's got to be a drink. And I'm like, I think it's blood.
No, it was definitely blood.
Yeah, it was very.
Somebody had stepped through. There was footprints, bloody footprints. Of course, there was a wedding party.
Yes.
Another wedding. Yeah, we're like
every day
doing a tour. Yeah.
At this point, we're like, oh God, somebody else is getting married. Let's run away from the damn wedding. First enamored, shaking our little handkerchiefs and dancing with them. At the end, we're like, get the hell out of the way. We're trying to walk.
And the absinthe was disgusting, by the way.
Oh my God.
As it should be.
Would you pay
And
like
they
If
didn't
you have
even-
ever, listeners, listen, if you have ever been curious about trying absinthe, do
Don't.
not. Until they
Don't.
start putting opium back in it, fucking do not.
Or if you
Did
really
you have
like
the lavender
licorice, then
one?
have it.
Well, that's true. You had the lavender, yeah?
And it still
I
tasted
didn't
like I
taste.
was down on a fucking star anise.
And
Like
they
that's
didn't even
tasted like
prepare it
what?
the right way.
like I bit down on a star
Star
anise. Like it
anise.
was
Oh.
just straight, yes, straight licorice.
And Narcy was like, "Thanks, but no thanks. Here's your drink back."
Mhm.
Yeah, she
I gave
took
mine
one
back
of
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They should have just got the one $20 glass.
right.
Yeah.
$20, and I was like, I cannot force myself to drink this. I'm just gonna have to take the loss
And I
because this
told
was
him, I said, hey, just so you
did,
know,
you
it's
did.
disgusting. It tastes like licorice. Like it's horrible, but it's an experience. And they're like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
It was an experience.
Mhm.
we
I'll
were
never
not as
forget.
brave as we
Yeah.
thought we were.
And it was so ugly. Like it came out of like a fucking tap and they put it in a nasty little wine glass for like a house wine. It's not the way
Mhm.
it's supposed to look. They're supposed to do a whole fucking thing and you got robbed. However, I'm sure it tastes exactly the same.
I'm sure.
But you just
Yeah.
didn't get it aesthetically in a pleasing style, but it tastes
If I
exactly
ever
the
get
same.
it again, it better have the drugs in it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not worth it without the good stuff.
Especially for
Right?
$20. Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
For what, a
Yeah.
little 2-ounce glass?
I
Yeah.
And-
feel like
and
everything was
in
expensive
a
out
place that
there.
had like nowhere to sit, and we're like, okay, this is just like a corner
Yeah.
in the fucking alley, and there's like one
They
little
pay
turntable.
$40 to sit down for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
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 Do you
And then-
guys remember the story about the pharmacist?
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, that was
Oh
another
yeah, bringing the bodies in through
the homeless people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
That was-
experimenting on people. Ugh, and the energy there was terrible. And like I was transfixed with the carriageway. I couldn't stop staring there. And that's where he would like dump all the bodies that he would just steal, and most of them were
That's
like,
where they would
yeah,
pull in and lift them
Mhm.
up through that little thing to
psychopath.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
first pharmacy ever in New Orleans, and not a good
Wow.
pharmacy like Narcy's.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Hers was a beneficial pharmacy. This one was not.
This one would have not been good for me.
Narcy saved all our lives on vacation. Just know that. She helped me on my airplane ride there as well, because I've never
She turned
did
up the
whole
volume.
experience. Huh?
She
Yeah,
turned
you-
up the volume.
The volume.
More like I turned down my volume on the plane ride. I was chill. I was so nervous, and I was just like, okay, I see what this is about now. I can do this. I got this plane ride. Yeah. She
And-
saved
Madge
my
needed
life.
one for the next day.
Yeah. So after that night, I think we came home and I think we did another round of emotional roulette.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Well, some of us
Ugh.
did.
Yeah, again. Helen doesn't count. She was there. Not really a
Helen got the same
participant.
card like 4 times. How does
Yeah,
that happen?
listeners, if you feel ever so called, please leave us compliments for Helen down below.
Yes.
Yes.
She loves a compliment.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably her favorite thing ever. But we'll get to favorites because the next day
Oh.
we finally get to put our boat to use and head all the way down to watch some men in kilts throw some logs around. Spoiler alert, we didn't get to see that. But we
No,
did have
and
to
we
wake up
all-
early.
We almost got killed the first 5 minutes in.
Yes.
So I'm
Like I said,
changing
people
lanes
can't-
clearly 3/4 of the way in the lane, and somebody comes on top of me. Like, where did he
Yeah.
come from?
How they
He
drive
just
out
fell
there.
out of the sky and was like, I'm here.
Right. Now move. And I said, no.
And then had the audacity to honk at us.
Yeah. Tried to ram us. I'm like,
Mhm.
dude, no.
And not in the good way.
That's true.
And that was just the first like few minutes, and we still had 4 more hours
Yeah.
to go.
Just
Yeah.
As we made
600
our
plus
way-
miles.
Which we didn't know, apparently, to go to where we needed to go, we'd have to go in and out of Mississippi, weaving it like a braid.
It was really cool though. So beautiful. Oh my goodness.
First stop, Starbucks.
Yeah, we gotta have our coffee. As we
Yeah.
mentioned, we need our caffeine.
The second stop was the Mississippi Welcome Center. where I have a picture of a beautiful lotus, and then I have a picture of a lotus carcass.
Helen and I took an opportunity to escape and frolic down into the woods.
We did a little frolicking,
Mhm.
hiding behind the tree.
Getting a rock for her son-in-law.
Yeah.
And when Betty says lotus, she means locust. So
Oh, did I say lotus? My bad. Thank
Oh,
you.
I was like,
I was confused. I'm like, there's a lotus flower there?
yeah, I was like, I didn't
Okay.
see that. I was like, damn,
All right.
I missed a
I-
lot.
I'm gonna let her have it. So.
I meant locust.
Woo,
So
woo,
good
woo.
catch. But yeah,
Welcome to the
lotus is
team.
my favorite flower, but this looks nothing like it.
A
Ew.
locust. Okay.
Locust. It's hanging
Yeah, I
on
was
the
like,
wall.
wow. I was like, what's something so tropical doing out there? I was like, I know it's humid and green, but man, so beautiful. And then after the Mississippi Welcome Center, where did we go?
We went to Helen's place.
Leonard Skinner Memorial. Had
That
to
was actually pretty
whip it
cool. Like,
around. Yeah.
yeah. It
Sad.
was
I said, oh, we're stopping
very
for my
beautiful.
daddy.
Yeah, now we can say we've been there.
Yeah.
And I have this one picture of Betty just walking around with no shoes
Yeah, I had my son.
and white socks. Okay,
Yeah.
up and down this memorial for Leonard Skinner.
We signed I signed the guest book. I don't know if anybody else did.
Yes.
I signed it.
Yeah,
All
I always make
right.
up a ridiculous name and a ridiculous city. Be there in my ridiculousness.
Oh, I think did I take a
I
picture of
think
that?
we
I
all
think I took a
signed fake
picture.
names,
Yeah.
didn't we?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I think I was
I
like,
don't
you
even
need
know.
to.
Yeah. I think I've got a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to
And
find
then
it.
we headed, was that when we went to the Cracker Barrel?
Went to the
We'd
Cracker
go
Barrel for
Dollar General.
Narcy.
Did we go to
Narcy
the
never been to the
Barrel
Cracker
or Dollar
Barrel.
General
Yep.
first?
The Cracker Barrel, and then we went to the gas station.
Okay.
Filled up, and I got my Coke. Thank y'all, whoever got that. Thank you.
And at the Cracker
Juanita.
Barrel, I got the cheese everyone wanted, but no one wanted to buy. And then all of a sudden, when I'm squeezing my cheese, they all want to touch it.
Then everybody wanted with the
It's
cheese.
like, well, too bad. So sad. You should have got it.
I wanted that banana, but they only had the one, and it was dirty.
It looked a little limp too.
I know, but it felt real good.
And then
I gotta Google
after we
that,
went to get
'cause-
Helen's 15th Coke of the day, where did we go?
We arrived.
Oh, we made
We
it to the very
arrived.
end of the.
And we went back into Louisiana and got to Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Where the only thing that we saw was some Highland cows.
They were so cute. I got some pictures.
Scotch eggs.
I was like, you had
Yeah,
your weird egg.
That
eggs.
was disgusting.
Betty
It
and I
needed
tried to try
sauce.
some wine, but were they trying to card us or something?
Yeah, you didn't have
yeah.
your
I was
license
like, why the
on
fuck would
you.
I bring my ID? I'm clearly at least over 21. Like, hello.
Like, hello.
And it was like little sample sizes too, right? Like
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
whoa,
3
whoa, this little
samples.
tiny angry leprechaun jumped out from the back of the
He did.
I was like, get out of here, bro. Like, I could be your fucking mother. Get away from
He
me.
really did look like a leprechaun. That's so funny.
I was like, I need to
Knowing
cool my
that you stated
jets.
well that in real Scotland, like they come off the teat and go straight to the bottle. So why are you IDing me?
Right.
Calm your ass down. So I went down to the river, and then Helen was just watching from the bank.
Yeah, I have some beach picture. Well, I call it the beach, whatever it was.
And it was, again, really fucking hot. And I was just like, ugh, listen, I want to go do more things. And so I think,
We went to
Who
that
was- who
fancy
was with
porta
me in-
potty.
no, but who was, ugh,
Oh yeah,
who
that
was
was
with me in the car? We hung out in the car for a long time.
That's probably
Car.
Betty.
Yeah,
No.
Out in the car.
yeah, we did. Right? Who was with me?
Oh, Juanita.
it was me.
Okay, yeah. So it was just me and you?
I think so.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Helen, were you there?
I was not.
Really? So yeah, I guess I hung out in the car because we're like, fuck it, it's too hot out there. We need air conditioning.
Yeah.
And then shortly after, the other two hopped in. They're like, yeah, let's go. And so we're like, all right, let's go to Baton Rouge for Narcy.
Poor Narcy. We did not make it to Baton Rouge.
Do we pick cotton before or after?
The roadkill cotton.
I think after, because we went to that like flea. I don't know. I don't think it's
No,
a
I
flea
think it was
market.
before.
Yeah.
I think it was before Monroe, right?
I thought
Yeah,
I
I
had a
think we did
picture
stop
of
for
you
cotton.
picking it somewhere.
Along the way to our location, we
I don't
kept
see
seeing
it.
fields of cotton. I remember my friend telling me, 'cause she lives in Texas and they have them, how soft it is and it's so easy to pluck it out. I was like, oh, I've never done that. And so I make them pull over, and nobody wants to come with me to pick cotton. They're looking at me like, why do you want to go pick fucking cotton? I said, because it's an experience and I want the
We're
good shit.
watching the man out in the field that might potentially have a shotgun.
Exactly.
There is.
Whatever. Like I said, I've
Meanwhile,
dealt with
there's loads of
crazier
cotton.
people in the Mission of San Francisco. So I was like, I got this, redneck. It's no problem. So I run down there, snatch a bit, come back up, and I'm like, oh, I got my cotton. And then they're like, oh. And then they're like, well, maybe we can get some of that roadkill cotton, because there was like cotton that had blown over the highway that was like hanging out in the gutters. And they're like, yeah, let's go pick that one. That's great. And so they went out and then got the roadkill cotton. And then we
Why would
drove
you want to
back.
traipse through the field when there was perfectly good roadkill cotton
Because
on
at
the
least
side of the
mine
road
isn't
everywhere?
No, I don't want roadkill. I think the listeners will agree with me. You want some fresh cotton. And mine's great. Mine's fluffy. It has shells, and it hasn't been tainted by the highway. But we went back on the highway, and we're like, all right, we're just gonna make it to Baton Rouge, and everyone's kind of like, I don't know what they're doing back there, because me and Helen are at the
Sleeping.
front. Yeah, and so like I was like,
I
I just
didn't
need to take a
sleep.
little, I just need to take a little nap. So we all kind of just like chill out for like hours. We're just, it's the same. It's green everywhere. There's
Yeah.
nothing out here. Just the freaking road. When I like opened my eyes to be like, does she even need my help? What's around here? And then I see something that says thrift store, and I was like, oh, that'd be a fun place to stop. I was like, Helen, pull over. So she pulls over, and then we enter a place that Betty's never experienced.
10 minutes before they closed.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we dilly-dallied for a good 30 minutes in
Well,
there.
yeah, because we're like, you're closing 10 minutes. She's like, it's okay, take your time. She was the
We
nicest little
spent some
peach.
money.
Yeah, and I was like, well, we're about to make you some money because we do one thing and we do it well, and that's spend.
Spend money.
We love to I haven't spent money at Cracker Barrel, like probably almost $100 there on what? Stuffed animals. You got it.
Same thing. I got the cheese and a bunch of candy.
Yeah, we didn't eat at the Cracker Barrel. We just
Well,
shopped
you
to
don't
get
eat
shop.
anyways. You have more air. And that thrift store was super cool. It had so many things, and she was so nice and
She was.
so
Yeah.
friendly. And I was telling her, I was like, oh, is there like a really cool cemetery that we could like drive through? Because at this point, we're all tired. Our legs are shot. We're just like, we're done. We want to do a drive through. She's like, oh my God, you got to go to Natchez. And she tells us how there's a cemetery we can drive through. And I was like, you guys want to go to a drive through cemetery? And they said,
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I got some beautiful pictures from
And we
there.
said adios to Baton Rouge. We never
yeah,
made
we're
it.
like, yeah, because we had to choose. It was one way or the other, and we sacrificed.
It was
Twice.
called Natchez, the Historic City Cemetery. This quiet place holds quite a history. That's a little pamphlet.
Yeah.
And Lord, the roads were not made for the boat.
They were not. You did so well, though. You only clipped that one curve.
And let me tell you, I love that Betty has pictures because I was not afforded that same luxury. It's like Helen and her bitterness because she loved it so much and she was so jealous that she had to be the one driving us around and not really getting to take in the views.
I
I'd
wanted
whip
to
out
frolic.
my phone to take a picture and then she'd speed off so I couldn't get a good shot. She did
You
that
should have
every
been
time.
ready.
Every time
You
she's
should have
like,
been ready.
take pictures for me. I'm like, I'm fucking trying. And then the one picture you can see her, she's like trying to like hide her face and she's like all up in my picture.
You're shooting across me.
So I got no pictures, but I do have the memories in my brain. It's okay.
I have
It was
plenty of
beautiful.
pictures. I send you
Yeah.
all.
It was
Um,
lovely.
And then
It
you
was.
brought us to this like house. I don't even know how you found that. What was that? It was a
It
house
was
all
just like a little
decorated.
turn off, but I was like, oh my God, that looks so pretty. Like pull over because it looks like a place you could park your car in
Yeah,
between
the
two
houses there
houses.
were so pretty.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
one
they were so
area.
nice.
Yeah.
A lot
We
for
were all
sale.
moving in. We were like, this is my
Yeah.
house. This is your
Moving to
house.
Natchez. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
It was
moving to
Mississippi looks
Natchez.
good.
We've claimed like 7 houses each. They're in the very
Yeah.
affordable range.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And they're just gonna be a little cumbersome as far as like cleaning. Definitely gonna need a couple of cleaners, not just
That's
one.
okay. I'll
Yeah.
clean them.
Yeah. Okay,
No.
Helen's
Listen,
gonna clean
take
for
your
us.
applications in the comments.
Yeah. But it was the most beautiful overlook. Yes, it was full
Oh,
of
yeah.
like gnats or no-see-ums, who knows what they were, but little critters in the air. But we pulled over there and at the sunset, took some
It was
wonderful
so
pictures.
pretty. Oh my gosh, it was so
Yeah.
pretty.
And it was like, would you say we were like on the top of a cliff? Because we were like at the top of the
Seemed like
trees.
Seemed like,
It was
yeah.
like looking down over a valley. Yeah.
Valley,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what you would call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gorgeous. And
It's
we took the
gorgeous.
cutest picture, all of us, except for Narcy, which
Sans
is sad.
Narcy, yeah.
She was still hanging out in the car. She's like, now I'm
She's
good.
passed out.
She missed out on an epic moment because we did get a good
Yeah.
picture of us.
Yeah, I love that.
It was not
picture.
easy because I had to like balance it on a fucking thing and put a timer, and we all had to like squish in.
I'll put that picture. Well, not the picture of us, but I'll put the thing that you had to put your camera on. I have the picture of it. It looks like a tail
A
of a
statue.
whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of statue.
Yeah. It
But
was so
no.
pretty. We were enamored with the just Natchez was so beautiful.
Oh,
It's
gorgeous.
the
Yeah.
prettiest little town. Like, I mean, just yeah.
And then
And then
after
we even found a house for the men to live in.
yeah, just a whole house for
You
them. But
taking the
after
men?
The
No,
little
that's
row
why they have
houses.
their only house, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All those.
So after we exit the cemetery tour, we see there was a spot where we could like scan in a QR code to get like the tour guided for us as we drive
Yeah.
through it. And we're like, oh, that would have been nice to have
Well.
seen to begin.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
Yeah. And then we ordered food on the way back into New Orleans, and then it was
That
probably
was
the most
horrible.
disgusting thing we've ever
Yeah.
had, even worse than the Cajun.
Yeah. It was
What
horrible.
was it that we ordered? I don't even remember.
I think you got barbecue from some other place.
Yeah, we all
right?
got different stuff.
Different stuff, yeah. And still just mid. I mean, it wasn't, especially when you add in all the extra fees, it just makes you feel like you wasted your money.
Oh,
And I was so sad on the way back while everyone was asleep. We passed the Myrtles plantation, and I was like, ah, I wanted to go
First
there.
of all, no one,
But oh well.
Betty never
didn't
slept.
sleep.
Yeah, me and
She's like,
Juanita.
Well,
Who
nobody
was
was
sleeping?
speaking.
We were just kind of like
chilling.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
they were
think
like, no one
Juanita-
was
nobody,
sleeping.
including Helen, was speaking. So we just thought we were all ruminating on the day.
We were tired.
I was trying to drive the boat.
We did a lot of walking.
And then the next day was Sunday,
Never
our
mind the
second to
fact that
last
we were in
day.
the vehicle for 8 total hours that day. We still did a lot of walking.
616 miles.
Never hear the end of it.
616
You'd swear
miles,
she
that's
drove
right.
us to Timbuktu and back.
I did.
Did a great
Calm
job.
yourself.
Oh, we forgot about the little castle in Monroe.
Oh yeah, we tried to go to a castle that was closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a wedding.
For a wedding. We're so sick of these goddamn weddings interrupting our plans.
Right.
But we went up to it like little creepers and took pictures from the outside.
Yes.
And the next day, all we had planned was this paddle wheel boat tour and the cemetery tour of St. Louis #1.
We did go to the casino that day too.
Oh, yeah,
We
but those are all we
did.
think we had planned. And then
Oh yeah.
once we woke
Well,
up,
woke up to go get Starbucks.
of course, because again, we need our caffeine.
We went to the
I
French
think y'all
market
went to go
first.
Yeah, but
And we
let's first
shopped
let me
before
set the
they were open.
scene. We're all getting ready for another hot motherfucking day. And mind you, before we went to New Orleans, we looked at the weather and it kept saying it was going to be raining every day. Rain, rain, rain. We didn't get any rain. No rain whatsoever. Sunday, we got what we were promised. It was raining like you wouldn't believe. It was pouring down
Yeah.
buckets. Like it was so upset that we were leaving. And so we needed coffee,
Yeah.
but we also needed umbrellas. So we're like, let's get to the French market.
I brought one.
I did
Listen,
too. I was so impressed with
We're
myself.
walking because, we don't have this rental car
No.
here or anything.
I think was it Narcissus Pharmacy that had your little poncho? Where'd you get the poncho from?
I brought the poncho.
Oh, you nut. Okay, so
I brought the
Helen
umbrella and the
has an
poncho,
umbrella.
and I gave it
Betty
to
has an
Juanita.
umbrella. They're all personal size umbrellas. They're not meant for sharing. And she had this little cheap ass fucking poncho. And I'm like, well, maybe I can go under one of your umbrellas because it won't be that bad, even though it was coming down. So of course, leading the cattle, it's me and Helen up front. my left shoulder, her right shoulder, completely fucking drenched. Me, I'm fucking drenched. Juanita's in the back and she's just like puffing on her vape, but like she's fucking drenched. Her little plastic isn't doing shit. Betty's in the middle, like, I can share with you, Juanita. It's like, it's not gonna work. It's a tiny umbrella. So I'm like, oh my God, there's this weird little market that Betty and I went to on Friday when we were walking back when I wasn't feeling good. I was like, maybe they have an umbrella. So I go in there and the dude opens a door because like it's full of people because again it's fucking raining outside, like pouring down. And he's like, "Whoa, you guys doing okay?" I was like, "Do you have umbrellas?" It's like he looks at me like he's like, you know, I think I can help you out. We might have some in the back. And I was like, oh, okay, is this like a drug deal? What's happening here? He's like, yeah, come with me, come to the counter. He's like, how many you want? I was like, one. And then Juanita's like, actually, can you give me an umbrella too? I was like, make it two. Can you give us two umbrellas? And they were enormous. He's like, you want the big size or the large size? I'm like, the larger, the better. I want to be covered. I'm drenched right now just from being under Helen's protection. And so finally, we get these big ass umbrellas and we make our way to the French Quarter. Do we go on the trolley? No trolley, right?
No.
Not
No.
yet.
No, we
not
went
yet.
on the trolley the day we
The
went
car
to
pickup.
car
Yeah,
pickup.
but we went on the
Yeah.
trolley with Juanita from French Market to get down to the casino.
Yes, we
After
did.
the yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
the
but
market.
first it was
And
a
the
French Market.
Starbucks.
Yeah, we get
Yeah.
there early thinking it'll be open, but apparently we had our own hours for the French Market.
They didn't mind selling to us.
No.
Yeah, we didn't know until after 4 people had sold to us, and they were like, "Oh
Yes.
yes, because we're not open." I was like, "What do you mean you're not open? We've already been buying."
We already had bags full of shit.
Yeah.
Feral moment.
Yeah.
But it was nice because I went back later
Yeah.
and it was packed. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice. First pickings. Thank you very much.
We got
'Cause
so many
guy-
Subies.
Yeah. I honestly didn't go crazy with Subies. I wish I would have went a little bit more crazier because I didn't get that much.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
just got
Narcy wasn't with us because she was wanting to sleep in, so we went out
Yeah.
early to get snacks from the French Market, which didn't have any because it wasn't open.
And then I wanted to go to the casino because the night before I was feeling lucky, but that luck did not follow that morning. And I lost like 60 bucks.
We should have known when I almost got physically assaulted because we tried to go to Starbucks.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Yes, that's
crazy.
when that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So we
took the
take the
trolley.
trolley from the French Market to get ourselves to the casino where we know there's also a Starbucks. And so we're like, let's get Starbucks first and then go to the casino. By this point, we're professionals with this trolley. We know what time it runs, we know where it's going to end. We got this, Juanita, just follow us. So we lead her across the street, even though there was like cones and cops were like, but surely we can just walk.
Because the
to the
Starbucks is in the
Starbucks.
bottom of the hotel.
Yeah, on that side. Like we need to be
It's
on
like
that side.
literally a foot and a half on the other side of this man that is guarding the sidewalk. Little did I know that he was literally guarding the sidewalk.
He comes up to us like, hey, you guys can't go down here, go across the street.
No, he was very aggressive. He was like, hey.
We're like, we need to go to Starbucks. He's like, go across the street. We're like, no, it's here.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to take you
And
down.
then he tackles Juanita as she's opening the door. Because we go across the street and then we start to curve back to the Starbucks. And that's when he starts to approach you again.
Yeah.
Right?
And I was like, holy shit, we just want coffee. It's right there. And finally, he allows us to pass through the magical doors. And then I did kind of feel bad that when we got in there because I saw where you could have gone into the hotel and we could have come around the backside.
Yeah, but we don't want to be those people. There's a reason they
Yeah,
have a door.
no.
Right?
We're right here. I guess there was the football players were getting ready to get on the bus, and they thought that little
College.
we're gonna
Yeah, because the
we were gonna have
barista with the
coffee.
huge fucking eyes that was looking at us like we were crazy because we were like, what's going on out there? She's like, it's college football. And I'm like, is that supposed to mean something? Like, what the fuck?
They take their boys very seriously.
Yeah, they do.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we
And
we had to hang out in Starbucks until the bus left. And that one barista in there, she was fucking rude.
Yeah.
yeah, the big-eyed girl. Mhm.
Yeah.
Her eyes were huge. I remember
They
looking
were,
at her and kind of like freaked out because I'm like, why are your eyes so big? And why are they
yeah.
so aggressive? And I felt like if she could get mad, they get you know the ones that like bulge out of your head. It was like that.
Literal,
I was
yes.
like,
The
let's
two
just go
look
have
like
a good time and go to the goddamn casino where we get carded again.
yeah.
To make sure we're not too old.
Yeah.
And all
It
we
was
do
like
is
you had
lose
to
money.
be
Ain't that right, Betty?
60 or under.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not feeling. I felt so lucky. And the night before, mind you, my number is 444, and I wanted to tell you guys about that too. I just realized something else that was crazy about that number. But anyway, my number is 4, right? And all night, the night before, coming back from Mississippi, 444. Well, it's like 1-800 44444. Like my number just popped up everywhere. I even have pictures of like people's random freaking addresses. It's
Yeah.
like horrible. I'm like, what is going on? I felt so lucky. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to a casino tonight. But by the time I got home, I was just tired. I was like, yeah, that ain't happening. But the next morning, I still want to go to the casino, but I wasn't feeling it. And yeah,
And
I
we went
lost.
anyway.
We went anyways, and we lost. And we're like, all right, let's make our way over to the area where we got to meet up with Narcy to do our paddle wheel tour. And the rain is kind of on enough. Me and Juanita are walking around with our baseball bats because that's how huge these freaking umbrellas are. It's not like Betty
They
and
were
Helen's
huge.
that are collapsible and they're in their little purses. We walking around with our walking sticks, with our
Yes.
canes, like we're got weapons. And we
We
got
are
a
pimping New
fuckload of
Orleans.
bags from shopping at the French market, okay? So we look like crazy backpackers. And we got to make our way into this little fancy schmancy paddle wheel where I'm like, you know what? I could use a fucking drink. And the drink was fucking disgusting. It was so nasty. And
They had their
then I
little
get attacked
quartet in
by
the
the
bottom.
fucking ship. It stabs me and rips my dress. And meanwhile,
Oh,
Betty's
God.
just fading away. Like every minute that passes, she's just like, I need to leave. I need to go home. I don't feel good. I'm like, let's just wait till we get do the tour, you know, because it still hadn't started. And it's like raining. Like, are we even going to see anything? Is it canceled? It's like, no, we're still good to go. So not only is it windy and rainy, but as the ship is moving or the boat, we're getting pelted with that in the face, you know?
But we
Yeah.
got to eat
'Cause
sugar
we are
air.
literally at the very front.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then Helen's over here inhaling
Yeah.
excess
The sugar.
calories
Yeah.
from the sugar plant, the air.
Yeah. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we finally make it back, and I'm like, that was the tour. I was like, I don't feel like that added anything to my life. You know?
Yeah.
And so
It was
Betty
the
was like,
paddle
let's
boat
go home.
experience.
Yeah.
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 So Betty wanted to go back. I was like, I'll go back with you, but first let's just stop by Cafe Beignet. It's right there. I've been dreaming about this moment. Let me just get in there real quick. Meanwhile, Narcissus already ordered us a fucking Uber, and I'm like, oh, shit, like how fast did they get here? Lickety splickety. So I ran in there. There's a big freaking line, and everyone's so nice there. Like, I don't know if we mentioned this, but literally everyone is so nice. Customer service people are so nice, and not in a like in a fake trying to just like placate you, but like in a genuinely kind, wanting to
Yes.
help you out kind of way. And so
Yeah.
everyone in line is getting helped in conversation. I'm like, can you hurry the fuck up? Because meanwhile, Betty keeps staring at me from the door, being like, it's here. And then I got Narcy being like, Uber's here. And I'm like, fuck, I know, but I'm in line. I'm not going to get out now. I just want to get my beignets. But I've been hearing how long it takes for the beignets to come out. So I'm like, I got to settle for these fucking scones. And there's these really good ones that I want. And the stupid fucker in front of me took them. So I had to settle for different ones. So I just grabbed them real quick, hop in the Uber with Betty, and we head back to the house.
Yep. And then me and Narcy and Helen proceed to continue traipsing around town. This was the day that we ended
Yeah.
up dancing. Now keep in mind, once Madge and Betty went on their merry way, no more rain.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Coincidence?
The sun came out, the birds were singing. It was
So this one we had to get Cody's top hat.
yeah, and that was a whole ordeal because
Yeah.
your phone wasn't working.
Yeah, it was dying.
It was always
Yeah.
dying on that trip.
A theme for the trip. My phone died the whole time.
The theme, her not eating air, and her phone being dead.
Yes.
Narcy's texting Cody and we're taking pictures and
sending them back and forth, going through
Yeah.
the
So
now
he could
some of
pick
those
out this hat.
were phenomenal. And it was those steampunk hats they had in the front
Yeah.
window. Though they were beautiful and they were cheaper than the one that you got for Cody. So
Yeah.
much
And what did it
cheaper.
look like? It was plain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't even have a band or anything. He did
Cody
order a
ain't got
band.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a little band now. I don't even know
And we
where.
went into a few other stores and checked out some just some sites before we ended up you went back, didn't you? Because that was when me and Narcy decided we were gonna get our tattoos.
No, that
'Cause
was
we
when I
That
went.
was
went.
later. That was
was
later
later.
after the tour. We
Yeah,
saw
so
that
yeah.
cute girl across the road, went
Yeah.
and danced with her, and
Yeah. Oh yeah. Danced with her and
then we barely made it to the cemetery tour.
Yeah, so they're having a
Oh,
jolly
yeah.
good time with no freaking
And then the
rain.
rain started again.
Yeah, and Betty,
Yeah.
before she went to lay down, she's like, "Wake me up at this time." I said, "I got you. I will do that." So I let her rest, let her sleep. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something, right? And then I go to wake her up, and I go to shake her because I remember last time when I called her name, it took forever. So I was like, "Let me just go tap her," and she like looks at me like all crazy, and I'm like, "Hey," I was like, "You told me to wake you up." She's like, "I did." I was like, "Yeah. This is the time you told me to wake you up." Like, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just not feeling it." I was like, "Do you think you're gonna go to the cemetery tour?" She's like, "No, I think I'm just done. I think I just need to like stay inside." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "If you want to do that, that's fine." I was like, but just think about it. I was like, "You're probably gonna regret it for the rest of your life if you don't do this."
That's exactly what
But,
she said to me.
whatever you want to do, I support you. But like, I gotta get moving. Like, if it's gonna happen, we gotta start
She's a
planning to go
great
there.
motivator.
She is.
Yes.
She is.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, okay, let me just like," I was like, "Try like taking a shower." I was like, "That worked for me last time." I was like, but no pressure, but we do have to leave here by 3:30 if we want to make it to the cemetery. And I was like, because the girls are probably already down there. Meanwhile, spoiler alert, they were not.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
We were
not.
singing, shopping.
We were like literally running through the lobby at the place. They have our
Yeah.
wristbands.
Yeah, so we make it there and we have to like we go to the cemetery and they're like, "Oh no, you got to go across the street, down the road, into that building, and then they're gonna help you out." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Okay. And so me and Betty go in there and we get everyone checked in. They're like, "Yeah, you have to all be here, and whatever, blah blah." And we're like, "Okay." So we're like waiting and waiting and waiting. We're like, "Well, our tour's about to leave." So me and Betty are like, "Well, YOLO. We'll see you guys on the outside." But then they make it like last minute, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we were
Like very last
We
second.
skirted right on in.
the tour guide was ready to walk out the door and we were following him and they were running in.
Oh yeah.
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 I was
they're
like, just pretend like you don't see them. Keep going, keep going.
She's over there and she's like emphatically gesturing us over to the where we have to go to get our
And what do you know? As soon as we get reunited again, it starts to rain.
It
Yeah.
did.
I still had my baseball bat, and so did Juanita.
Yes,
So
yes.
we whipped these things out, and I mean, we just looked like a picture, you know. We looked like grieving widows with our big ass umbrellas, walking
Yes.
slowly through the catacombs of the cemetery.
Meanwhile, my tiny travel umbrella with the flowers all over it is hovered over Cody's leather hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leather
'Cause
in the rain. Yes.
Lord, yeah, you don't
Just
want
like all
that to.
whimpering and shivering to herself. Meanwhile, this tour guide's really tiny, you know. And his stories aren't really hitting like Glenn did the day before. What was his name? Doug or Ben or something?
I think Doug.
Bob? Doug?
Hold on. I
It
think I
was
have
some-
Glenn
Oh,
was a
Betty,
ghost tour.
go to the tape, Betty.
Ew.
Who has her little voodoo packet with the card? I think it was like Doug or some shit.
Well,
That was the
Glenn, that was
cemetery
from
guy.
Glenn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn gave
Oh,
us
yeah.
the ghost
The
tour
other
guy.
dude,
We didn't
yeah.
get anything from
No, but I thought I took a picture of his badge
whatever
for
his
like a
name
tip
is
or something.
we
Maybe
just
I
got bad
did.
dad jokes with him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. The tour was okay. We're just like, oh, and like we couldn't really touch anything and it was fine. And then
He
we
kind of
went
got on to a
outside.
few people for like not following the rules.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a real joy.
Yeah.
But afterward, we had planned to go to the Garden District, but Narcy and Juanita had other plans. So they went their way to get tattoos, and Betty and Helen and I were like, okay, we'll go to the Garden District and we'll just like meet up at the house or whatever later, right? Remember, Helen has no battery. I think Betty has some, and I'm like, I'm not aware that I might need to have this come in handy. So this is the first time I've ever ordered an Uber in New Orleans. Prior to this, it's been Narcy. She's just like ordering them for us, and she knows the deal. So we're out there, like we're on our corner, and Juanita and Narcy are on their corner. We're separate. There's distinct lines. They're going one way, we're going another way. Our paths will not cross. And then the Lyft guy comes up, and we get in the car, and like I typed in their Garden District, and we waited for him probably like a good 15 minutes or something. It took forever. And then he came, and in like the shortest ride of our life, less than 3 minutes later, he drops us off, and we're like,
In the middle of
this is the
nowhere.
Garden District. What was the point of taking a cab? We could have just walked here, but it still looks like downtown.
I
And
think he took
then,
us to the business district.
yeah,
Did,
I'm pretty
because
sure he
that's what it
took us
said
to
on
the
the map.
CBD because let
Yeah.
me tell you what, we were not in the Garden District, and it was still raining, and we're just like, what the fuck?
Luckily, close to a covered bus thingy.
Bus stop.
Oh,
And we
because I think
sat
I didn't bring my
there.
umbrella because it was so sunny earlier. I think only Betty had yours, right? Isn't
No,
that
you
why?
had yours from the cemetery.
Oh yeah, so I had mine. Okay, but either way,
Yeah.
we didn't want to be wet, so this is what's happening. Meanwhile, I'm sure your Uber went really easy, Juanita.
Well, we were gonna do, like we had started walking because the bus lines actually were gonna take us right to where we needed to go, but then we realized that we were not smart enough to figure out the bus routes and had no idea which one we needed to get on to get to where we were going. And so we ended up in a not so savory area of New Orleans where we were like, yeah, we don't know what's happening here. Let's get an Uber. And so we're standing there. It's pouring down rain. We're hanging out under this overhang. Across the street from us, there's some type of party going on. I'm not sure what's going on inside the building. People are
Probably a
standing
Probably a
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably,
A wedding.
A
yeah,
wedding.
no. People are standing outside, rolling joints, smoking weed.
Ugh,
There's three
are you
kids.
kidding me?
There's three kids underneath the awning with us that they've got like drumsticks and 5 gallon buckets. And so, Narcy strikes up a conversation with them. I mean, they're just young kids. They're good boys. And they play the drums on their buckets and they go around and that's how they make a little bit of money. And so,
Aw.
we're just hanging out with them, waiting for our Uber. It pulls up during the heaviest part of this deluge that is happening. And he pulls in like halfway down the block. So we have to like chase him down because he's not going to stop right there on the corner. And we go and he drops us off at the tattoo parlor. And we had decided that we were going to go to this tattoo parlor because they always have $20 flash specials. So she and I both got 2 tattoos each. She bought some other little girl that was in there a tattoo that didn't have any money, that was just there with her friend. And we're sitting there chatting it up with the guy, trying to figure out where we're going to go eat, get his recommendations.
And
And
this tattoo place you found because of the girl at the vampire, or the little vampire cafe we went to.
oh yeah, she had said something about the I think it was Midtown Tattoos was the name of it.
She went there and got her own and told you about
Yeah,
those special $50 or something like that.
20.
20
Yeah,
bucks.
yeah.
Mhm.
And we were like, what? That's crazy. But then, you add shading and it's another $20. So they ended up being, I spent $100, she spent $100 plus.
Well, you got 2, right?
Yeah. But we're hanging out with the guy, trying to figure out where we're going to eat. And then the girl that we had, the street performer that we had sang backup for previously, she's walking down the street. And I'm like, hey, aren't you? And she's like, hey, I remember you guys. And she, was super excited. And we sat there and we chatted with her for a little bit and ended up at the Mexican restaurant next door to the tattoo parlor, which was the best meal that I had while I was in New Orleans.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so finally, after this is what's going on with you guys, we get dropped off at the real Garden District because we put in a name of the place called the Last Bookshop. and that's in the Garden District. So we get dropped off there. But of course, like it's Sunday and apparently everything closes over there at like 5 or 6.
I think we waited in that bus shelter for like half an hour for the.
I mean,
Yeah, and the
it wasn't
girl
that long, but I mean,
Oh,
eventually
the
they
girl. Yeah.
and the girl that picked us up,
Oh
we
yeah.
could smell it. We could smell it. Like she masked it, but we could smell it. And I'm dying to ask her, like, hey girl, where can we get some Mary Jane? You know? But this girl was on FaceTime the whole
The
With like
whole
two
time.
different people. It was she never even bothered to
Talking.
talk to us.
She was
No.
talking about Jesus.
Yeah, it was so awkward because I had to
She
be
was,
up there next to her and she reeked of
yeah.
weed, but she was talking about Jesus. She was on FaceTime the whole fucking time. Like she was scared for her life with us. And we're like, and mind you, the Garden District was far. It took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
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 So
was
we're
no
like, wow, we
kidding.
got screwed by that guy, the first one.
Yeah. It's like, what did you do, dude?
And then we get to the last bookshop and it was so freaking cute. Probably one of the cutest stores ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we end up seeing that we happen to be right across the street from Lafayette Cemetery #1. And we're like, are you kidding me? And it was like, I was like, oh, this place is beautiful. And we're like, oh my God, everybody's
It
like
was
little kids jumping up and
closed.
down. Yeah, but of course we knew that, but we still tried to. I
Yeah.
mean, Helen tried to take a brick, but
It was only the plaster in the shape of the brick that fell off the wall. It was very hard to resist, but I resisted.
So proud of you. You
I
had a
really
bag and
wanted
everything.
it. I know. I was like, I want that. I want
we
that.
didn't do it
Pick
because
it
we were
up.
hungry. We needed food. And then Betty's like, oh, insomnia cookies, let's go there.
Oh God, that was a
That
mistake.
took 100 years.
Yeah, that we could have gone to that one restaurant, but not for because of the cookies.
Yeah. But I mean,
There was
I
only
felt,
one guy working.
yeah, he was nice.
They took like
And he
what,
gave us
30 minutes,
extra
40?
Yeah, he gave us extra cookies too, so that was cool.
And the people in front of us were taking forever.
They
They
were
wanted ice
annoying.
cream and
Yeah, they
It's
didn't know
like,
what they
come on.
wanted. I was just
No.
like, get out of the way. And then when we
Mhm.
left, there was this homeless girl, and Madge gave her a cookie, poor thing. But if I would have known that the other cookies tasted the way they did, I would have gave her the rest.
Yeah, give her the whole box. They were not good cookies. They were not worth the wait.
No, they were not worth the money either.
So we're still
Yeah.
starving because obviously the cookies aren't cutting it, not even for
I went
Helen.
back and ate Juanita's cookies when we
Yeah. Like every day, I'm telling you, she was in that tin. So we find this like pho place because everything else is closing, and it's like the cutest area we've ever been to. Like we're in love with
Yes.
everything. And we're like, why do we have
Still
to discover this on the
raining.
last? It's still raining.
dark
It's
'cause
dark.
it's nighttime.
We get our good food, and the food there was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but it
Yeah.
took forever. I was like, dude, what is taking so damn long?
And we only got sandwiches. It was nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I got spring rolls.
And then we were like asking the girls where they were at, but they were out still like eating Mexican food. So like, okay, we're gonna go walk around the Garden District and go to the house of Anne Rice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
The houses are so cool.
Yeah,
At
we
which
picked
point I
our
have, I
houses.
think like 2% left of battery. So
Yeah.
I'm like, Betty, you gotta
Mine's
take
dead.
pictures for us. We need pictures of everything. You gotta take them for us. Because I
I
need us
have,
to call a lift.
1,000 pictures from that one vacation, and most of them are from the Garden District and the cemeteries. And when I say cemeteries, I mean I took pictures of all the cool. I am just like obsessed with cemeteries. So like I took a picture of like every like gravestone, every
We got a
tomb.
picture of Marie Laveau's at the other
Yep.
cemetery,
Mhm.
I
Nicholas
got like
Cage's
14
tomb.
pictures of that one Marie Laveau's thing on like every
Hers was
side.
so creepy. Yeah.
I had X's on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I have a picture of what's his name?
Lenny Kravitz crotch cover.
His wig.
Yeah, his crotch wig.
His gherkin, right? Or what was it called?
What do they call
A
that?
merkin, a merkin.
A merkin. Yeah, I have like a bunch of random pictures because Madge was like, Betty, I need a picture of that. Betty, I need a picture of this. Like I have street signs, all kinds of things. There was like something. It was so random. I'm like, really? Oh yeah, it was a the hell you call that cover on the ground?
Is it
A
a great
Manhole
sinkhole.
cover.
A manhole cover, and it says, "Are you happy?" She's like, Betty, I need a picture. I got it. But yeah,
The
all
houses
kinds
are
of
so beautiful. I wish we would have been there during the day.
oh, the decorations though, because
Yeah.
I mean it's October, so everyone's like all decked out. Like the decorations there, I'm like, ooh, who do you hire? Beautiful. We each
Oh,
picked our
speaking
own
of hiring,
house.
Juanita, didn't the Narcy hook up the kid, try to get her hired on with the tattoo guy? They were having some event.
Oh yeah, they were gonna have like a block party or whatever, and she
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, y'all need a collab. Let her sing." And this, like, I don't think it was so much as hiring, just kind of like an exposure type thing.
She's only like 20, right?
Yeah, she was the sweetest little girl, and she's not sure if she wants to like sing professionally, but she really, really should because she got pipes. She has the pipes. Narcy's got like her Insta information and everything.
I was
That
gonna say if you know her name, if you want to
Yeah,
shout her
post
out.
it up.
yeah, I can't. I want to say it started with an E, but I'm not 100% on that. I got so mad at myself when I got back because I should have took a journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left mine too.
Yeah.
So then we managed to scrape by like the teeth of whatever the hell that saying is to get an Uber
Yeah.
to pick us up before my phone died. Like it literally died as we're waiting for
As
this
soon
guy.
as we got,
And
yeah.
this crazy motherfucker comes zooming in. We're like, I guess that's it. Let's go.
It was like Joey Bros twin.
And he was
His little
wild.
wife beater and his long hair, and he was about 103. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
like
have, I
a
guess, bad
mullet.
luck with the Uber drivers that day. All three of them were wild. He managed to take us home, and we're like, okay, we made it safe because we had to like kind of go to bed early because Juanita chose to go on a stupid early flight. So she had to get out of the house by like 4 in the morning. We're like, we only got so many hours left, and they arrived, I think, before us or after us.
They came after because we started that card game again.
You did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Because they were having their Mexican food fiesta party.
Wait, we
Yes.
played it 3 nights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You tortured me 3 nights.
It was a lot of cards.
Yeah, because
It
we
It
wanted to go
was.
through the
We
ones that
went,
we hadn't gone through.
we made it through the whole deck.
Did we though?
Lord,
We
I
did.
hope so.
We did. I don't know
Some
about
of
you,
them we
Helen.
made it through a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think on Monday we just all went back home, but that's the day I pulled my shift at the airport. Yeah, what time did Juanita? What time did you leave us?
I left at like I think it was like 4:45 because my Uber driver was late. I had scheduled it for 4:30.
Oh,
And
dang.
I think this was the morning that Betty and I think we got about 2 hours of sleep because we were waiting for that stinking green light to
Yeah,
come
the
back.
green light, yeah.
Oh,
And it never did.
no,
And
but
the
I got
house
touched on my
ghost.
head.
Yeah. Oh, that was the night you screamed and like, ah,
Yeah,
because
because
I
that
was
was the
like,
first
what's
time.
happening?
All
Yeah.
right, so I didn't mention this throughout, but every night that I went to sleep in this freaking room, Helen would put on her little machine thing and she'd knock the hell out. But me, I kept seeing shadows underneath my door, walk back and forth. And meanwhile, I know Juanita's sleeping, okay? I would just see shadows back and forth because this is after we already hung out and everyone went into their rooms. And Juanita's room was in front of ours. So we had to kind of like walk through hers to get to ours. And
And
I
then I
just
had
keep
to
seeing
walk
these.
through y'all's to get to the bathroom.
Yeah. We
Because we
like
weren't allowed to use the hall
But
bathroom.
apparently you did it anyways.
the last day, I couldn't hold it.
I don't want to hear about it. Go back to your ghost.
All right. So I kept seeing shadows and stuff, and I would hear the whispers too, like Madge was hearing. I would hear things outside my window, but
Oh yeah,
there's
the
like,
chanclas. Oh yeah. So
yeah.
one night it sounded like people were walking in their chanclas, which is like flip-flops, like running around in the grass in their little flip. And I sent them a message. I was like, "Do you guys hear that?" And I said what it sounded like. She's like, "Yeah, I hear that. Is it the rain?" I'm like, "I don't think a rain will make that fucking noise." And like every night we would see the shadows under the door and just like the weird vibe, like there was like ghosts there. But Betty was being stalked by this green freaking light.
Yeah. And there was like, all right. So as soon as you walk into our door, Helen's bed would be right there, boom. And mine was off to the other corner next to the bathroom. And when I'm sitting, I would be like straight ahead. There was like a mirror dresser type thing or whatever. And there was this little tiny green light that was in the, what did you call it? Transom window.
Transom.
Transom. Transom window.
Transium.
I'm making up my own words for you.
And I don't know why we never took a picture. Why did we not take a picture of this thing before that last night?
Yeah, because you suck.
I don't know, because I was
I
too
know.
freaked out about the shadows and the noises and the heavy freaking breathing and the lights going above you. There was like one night, I think it was maybe the first or second night that I was there, and I was hearing stuff, and I'm like, Helen, and she's already asleep, and I'm like, no way, we just like came in here like maybe 5-10 minutes top, and she's dead asleep, and I'm like, wow. So I'm just laying there, and I'm just like looking around the room because I couldn't sleep yet. I have like a bad insomnia, and I'm in a strange house, whatever. And I look over towards her, and the only way I can explain it is it was almost like lightning but more curvy, if that makes any sense. But these flashes of light, maybe like 1 foot above where like Helen's stomach would be, and it's like around her, and it's like these flashes of light like swirling around, and a good like minute, and I like close my eyes. I'm like, I am not seeing this. And then I open them again, and I see it again for maybe another 30 seconds, and then poof, blackness. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? Because I've never seen anything like that in my life. So between that, the shadows, there was a little tiny green light in the corner, and finally one night everybody saw it. I'm like, I'm not going crazy. Like I felt like I was going crazy. But the last day when I screamed when I woke up is because I kept seeing like a tall figure, a very tall figure. Like I knew it was a man because one night I felt like he was like breathing over me, and I was afraid to look. But that morning he was in the bathroom, which is closest to my bed. Like it's literally, he was at my feet, and it freaked me out because he's usually by the door next to Helen, so I wasn't so scared, but he was right there. And like I screamed. And did I wake you up, Helen, with that scream?
I was already awake.
Oh, you were already awake.
Yeah. I think I slept for 2 hours that night.
Yeah. So I was just freaked out. That house freaked me out. And I got touched on the head at one point, and I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Like I was just like, get me home. Like it was fun. It was nice, but whatever was in there. And then after that, when I came home, maybe for like a couple of weeks, I felt like there was something with me because I kept hearing my name when nobody was home. I'm like, what the fuck? And this one time I thought that my freaking cat was on my bed, because you know, like when they jump up, you can like feel the pressure. And then I'm like, you know, like come over here. Literally nothing. Nobody there. No kids, no nothing. Because I also seen him like walk by my door, and I thought that was my cat's too, but it was like heavier. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's my oldest one's home now. But nope. But yeah, like weird shit happened for a little while, like noises, same thing with the shadows, my name being called when no one's there. But then I did a really deep cleansing for like 3 freaking days, and I feel better.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that stuck too.
We've told the stories. Now let's ask what meaning wants to surface.
Tonight we are pulling from the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle, about with the history behind New Orleans and all of the history that's rooted in there. Something from the ancestors would be very fitting. Oh, and straight jumped out, we got the Huntress.
Ooh.
It says Soul Awakening. So number 20 for those who are into the numbers. Cycles are ending so that you can be renewed. You're moving toward a new era and looking back at the lessons learned. This may be a season where you're analyzing your life. Signs and answers are being shown to you, but you must be willing to see them. You're in a period of sacred awakening. Continue self-reflection. The Huntress ancestor is traditionally judge, jury, and executioner. She is all about accountability. This is a call to action. There is always a second chance. This is a time for reflection and awakening. The ancestral memory is the Huntress comes forward as a Buffalo Calf Road woman, the Northern Cheyenne warrior woman. She bears the wings of the honorable great horned owl. Ancestral medicine. Revelations are unfolding. This is a period of personal reckoning, pregnant with the opportunity for renewal and rebirth. The shadow aspect. which is if it was reversed, which it was not. And then the declaration, I lovingly release the past and make way for the future.
Well, it sounds
I
like
like
it's
that.
telling us to go back to New Orleans again.
I agree.
I am here for that. It was such a beautiful trip. It really, really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, but before we leave our memories of this beautiful city behind, let's move this into closing.
What is your favorite memory from the New Orleans trip, Juanita?
Mine, I can't pick one favorite thing. Like uh,
Well, you have to.
it was a new place for all.
That's the rule. So pick one thing that's your favorite.
I mean, it was a new experience for all of us except for Narcy. None of us had been. It was meeting Betty for the first time.
Mhm.
The game that Madge brought that just got us all to connect just on a deeper level and being open and vulnerable during that time with each other and drawing closer. Um, but I don't know. I think if I had to like pinpoint one particular moment, I think it was the first wedding party that we came across because I mean it was just such the spirit of the city that was there, and it was the first night that we were there, and it was like the city was personally welcoming us into its presence, and I just thought that
Mhm.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
What about you, Helen? What was your favorite?
Well, I like you was gonna say I just can't pick, but
Too late.
Yeah, have to fucking pick, the rules.
I liked the wedding party walking through Jackson Square that first night, magical just because we were all there together. I even liked being in the kayak, just being in the
Aw.
nature, and our
Look at
road
all that
trip.
growth.
I know, and our little road trip in the car, as chaotic and horrible as it was,
Yeah.
I don't think it was
just,
horrible. It was a little
just
chaotic.
you weren't up there with Madge.
I
Wait, not this place. Turn up here.
Whatever.
It was fun. It was fun. Madge.
Well, there are so many things that happened that were part of my favorite memory, but actually one that I think we forgot to talk about is the day that we were leaving Monday. We were all supposed to leave early, but then Betty's flight getting ended up getting delayed. And so we had like an extra hour or two, or maybe just one, but we thought we had more than that.
Yeah,
Because we're like, let's go back to the French market
Yeah.
to see what else, so we walked down there again and we got more sous vides that we didn't need, but just more things. And then we got to eat some really good food and we were like just relaxing and chilling and basking in the moment. And I was like, oh shit, we needed to have returned the car like an hour ago. We gotta move our ass now. So we booked it to return the damn car, and that was
Yeah.
chaotic because I
yeah.
steered Helen the wrong way in the freaking thing. We had to get out of the wrong area and then
Yeah.
get on this crazy bus that was like miles away from the freaking airport to get dropped off. That was probably the
Wedged between
chaos of
all the
that. Yeah,
people.
that was the
I forgot
chaos
about
that.
that bus ride. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
so chaos, and it was raining again. I was like, "Will you knock it off?"
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you,
So
Betty?
funny. So many good memories. I loved meeting you all for the first time, watching you guys come down those stairs. I was like, ah. I remember Narcy asking me after, I think it was after one of the card games. She's like, "So, was it awkward meeting us? Like being here with us?" I was like, "Honestly, no." I'm like, I feel like I've known you girls forever. It was like the opposite of that. Um, so many good memories that I will cherish forever. But my favorite, you guys already know, it was kayaking, only because I've never been before. And and the dragonflies is like one of my spirit animals, of whatever you can call them, insects. It's my spirit animal, and they were just so many of them, and it was just so beautiful. Like that day was just so beautiful. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. It was our first adventure together. Besides us like walking through the park and dinner, but it was like our first like adventure. Like
Oh,
yeah.
but I didn't ruin it for you.
No. And it was funny because I was like, she's either gonna hate me or love me after this. I don't know. But at the beginning, I'm like, oh, she is not gonna like me. She's gonna think I'm like trying to tip us in this thing. I'm trying to save her from a spider.
I guess we did amazing. She's like, all right, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. And we do it. All right, 2, then 4, then 3, then 4. And then she'd say 4, and I'd be like, no, I think it's 3. And she's like, yeah, you're right, 3. And then we just had it down.
It's so funny because I went from being like, yo, you could just feel it. You just won with the water. And she's like, yeah, okay, chick. And then she got it. Like 20 minutes later.
Water.
But honestly, the whole trip was just so magical. Like we all got to bond. I do hope that the next trip I get to bond a little bit more with Juanita and RC, because I didn't get any like one-on-one time. I know a lot of people like they would switch off, and we got like some one-on-one time with each other. So I do hope our next trip, because
Yeah, for sure.
I had such a magical freaking time. And these ladies are wonderful. Like for me to go somewhere by myself and meet people that I've never met in real life before, like they just so like loving and heartwarming. They're the same people online in real life, and that's my kind of people. You know what I mean? Like they're just real, and I love that.
All right, so listeners, leave a comment down below and tell us what place you visited that still lives within you.
Some cities don't fade, they haunt gently. Thanks for joining us, Juanita. That was a fun little episode, although we might need an exorcism after that one. Thanks for tuning in to another chaotic dose of madness. New episodes drop every Wednesday. When Mercury's doing its thing, the moon's in our corner, and the stars finally align, you know it's time to hit play. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the Feral Sphere.
Bye.
Bye.